So here we are. You're reading Zeah only Ultimate Iron Man and think that's a stupid idea, and so did I. But we're gonna give it a shot. So let's get started. So the priority number one is to never leave Zeah. But with that, we also recognize there are going to be some exceptions. Um, Two of which are quests, rune mysteries, for which it unlocks the rune crafting skill, but we understand that blood rune crafting can be done without it, but went ahead and unlocked the skill doing rune mysteries. Um, we have Druidic Ritual, which I have not done yet, but soon will once I get that 99 fire making. At least that's the goal right now, because I don't want to affect my 10 HP for that. And then we, of course, want to allow skill capes, and if we get a pet, the chance to insure it, so we don't lose it. And make sure we can store it in the house and all, but then it gets a little tricky, right? So right now the main goals are actually to finish all Zeah quests in favor, which seem to be a bit difficult, because some of them are going to be trapped behind certain things that we have to do. One of which is get 10 Slayer to unlock a face mask, which we can then telegrab at 33 magic to do Lovakin's favor. So things like that, a little tricky, but we're figuring it out. So we want to figure it out, the favor and the quests, right? We want to do best in slot gear, which that's a hard game to play, so if you have any ideas of what best in slot gear is, please let us know, that'd be great. Endgame. I've never done one raid, so I want to complete a raid on this account, because I think that'd be awesome. We want to get a seed box, which I'm working on right now, and you'll see in a second. 60 agility, which is actually very difficult, because first you have to get 25 construction to then make 20 mice, and you have to catch 20 mice all the way up to 60 agility. If not, you could also do some other stuff that allows you to go get a barbarian fishing rod, but we don't want to leave Zeah, so that's kind of out of the options right now. Blood rune crafting, 99 fire making, to get a spirit tree, and that spirit tree spot would be awesome. But I guess it doesn't really mean anything, but I think it's just one of those goals that sounds really cool. Because I guess we can't use it, but realistically, it's cool. It's a a big goal kind of idea. We want to fish anglerfish and then cook them, and whatever else kind of comes up, right? So give us some ideas. When I say we, I mean UIM Zeah and my account only Zeah. So let's get started. Take a look at the account right now. So as you see, I'm down at the kind of southeast end of Osidius, and I'm about to harvest some potatoes. So I took a break from Winter Tide just to kind of do something else. I think I need 4. These other potatoes should be done in just a bit, but I'll just get these ones for now. So it's been a bit of a grind to start off with getting that 50 fire making, just using a bronze axe, because once you find out there is no way to buy axes on here unless you have Osidius Favorite, which requires you to have 60 wood cutting. Again, still don't have that, so it's a bit of a difficulty. So for right now, we had to get that 50 fire making, and then move forward using Winter Tide. My clicks are getting pretty bad, so I'm going to go ahead and pay on the southwest. Cool. So right now, if you're looking at the stats, I still have to have 10 HP, so that's great. I used the Client of Krend antique lamp on agility, because it's really hard to train, and hunter, because you can't actually start hunter here unless you go into raids, and I don't want to do that yet, so we're just going to have to wait on that one. We've worked up to 38 thieving for master farmers, so we can thief master farmers and get seeds for potato seeds. I could do that from normal farmers, but that's going to take a lot longer to get those because it's one at a time instead of three at a time. So I figured just get that grind over with. So we're starting the potato runs, and then you're looking at it. We do have 20 cooking. That's to set up for Hosidia's favor. Cooked potatoes up in Hosidia's next to the bank. I got 80 wood cutting. I was lucky enough to get a tome of fire on KC2, which was pretty fantastic. Have had 3 Burma torches and 2 pairs of worms gloves. So still waiting on other pyromancer stuff, but it'll happen. I'm sure it will. And so right now it's just that priority of getting Wintertod done while I still have 10 HP, because if not, walking down to Greater Karen to get cakes will just have to happen more often because I don't have that ratio of 10 HP to cakes. So still waiting on those potatoes, but I'll come back in a second with another clip about how I do my Wintertod runs. Okay, so we've made our way up to Great Karen, and what most ultimates have to do... Oh, there's a magpie, but not yet. So there's something a lot of ultimates have to do if they're doing Wintertod is to steal the cakes before the games they go to, right? So they can't, it's the joy of not banking, right? So I usually get a pretty full inventory. I try to leave about 6 or so spots left to get started, and I can usually last about 14 or so games at the least. I think I've got 20 once or so on a rotation. So I just steal cakes and then walk my way up there. Okay, so we made our way up to Wintertod, and this game just ended, so that was pretty good timing. We are going to make our way up to actually this northeast corner. Seems to be the calmest. If you all have been to Wintertod, you know how it gets. So if I'm going to be here a while, I kind of want to make sure that it's manageable, and I don't have to look at all of the chaos of chat. It's not too difficult. You just set up your inventory like this. I tend to put my knife closer to the top, so it's easier to access point. Start the fire, chop the Burma. Go ahead and put your sound on for the sound effects volume, because that does help out a little bit with knowing if you got hit by snow or the cold. Especially when you're fletching, it seems to help me out a lot. Yeah, so you get that 6. Fletch. Oh. That was a little premeditated to eat. But you eat around 6 with these cakes, and like I said, these cakes can last you a real long time. Alright, so we're coming up on the end of this game pretty quickly. And like I said, it's not too difficult of a method. You just start with fewer slots than you would have on a normal account or an Iron Man. So you just have to work with that. I usually get that 500 from just fletching them, and then after that I just cut a few and see what other farm making experience I can get. And hopefully this is a good loot. I know I'm on KC 100 something, so I think this could be good. Hopefully. Haven't had a pyromancer piece in a while, at least nothing I can store yet. So hopefully that works out. So if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below or hit it up on the Reddit. I'm going to go ahead and post this on the Unique Iron Man Reddit first and see see what happens. So just Marin Till and points. I'm going to drop the Marin Till and keep going, but I'm sure to release a video soon. Thanks guys, bye.